14 seconds to go. Baldwin with the ball. Dayton not going to foul. Baldwin for three. Got it! Ace Baldwin with 6.6 seconds to go. He can't get it to go. And VCU comes away with the victory. Unbelievable finish.
And VCU is doing such a great job of just limiting his freedom.
And they have not doubled him very often, and that time they did, and obviously he was not ready for it. Ace Baldwin's going to pull for a three with Duro contesting, and Ace knocks it down! You got to be kidding me!
They're just not calling that block either way right now.
Well, we only had a handful of fouls called in the first half.
So 10 on the clock. Xavier Johnson on him now. Duro on the switch. Great no-look to Deloach for an easy two.
Got it to go. A transfer from Clemson. But he's found a nice home here in Norfolk, Virginia.
Baldwin with the crossover creates space. No, he is
now the concern too on the other side. Keyshawn Curry trying to adjust his sneaker.
The Ace Baldwin handled the ball for the first time. Ace being guarded by Finch. Ace going to pull up for a three.
Attaway, tough jumper. Hassan Ward just everywhere.
They can't get any buckets. Look at that pass.
And attacking and missing there was Johnson.
And I do like the patience.
Tough one from Ace Baldwin, but he gets it to go.
VCU's led by Williams in this game with 12 points. He's going to come back into the next whistle. He's at the scorer's table right now. Halfway through the second half, Baldwin for three. Got a great look and he trades it.
Now where's VCU going to get their offense from? Jaden started out pretty hot.
You know, and Ace Baldwin, we haven't seen him get the opportunities, but great pass into Keith.
Get it to go. And that's the one, and that's the tough start. That's the one thing you can't simulate is this press in practice. You can't simulate Ace. How about Rams with a 2-point lead? Baldwin, Ace for three, bucket. Amseel with the miss, knocked around Williams. It'll be VCU ball. They trail by three. Baldwin inside, and the stop.
But there's a fine line if you're St. Joe's. You want to use clock, but you don't want to stall.
And get under that ball screen, not a three-point shooter, but back to that point, you know, he wants guys that are in love with playing defense. You know, as I mentioned before, you know, with my keys, defense travels. If you can play defense, you're always in the game.
Baldwin's
his team. Both of them received IVs in the game here tonight. Down by 13. More than 10 minutes gone by in the first half.
And they are very small right now. They're going to a switch of defense, kind of a matchup man-to-man. But
he was sputtering a little bit here in the first half. He ignited him, giving him second chance opportunities, getting out in transition, getting some dunks.
You saw that look of longing there as he tried to talk to coach. Wanted to be back out there. Deloach, though.
Told us this week he was kind of stumped when someone said, what are you going to tell your team after trying to come back from this? He's paused 5 seconds and said, I don't know. We're just going to go ahead and knot up our sneakers and go play.
Runner, how about that?
Ryan Langford go take a stab at that.
Get the ball into the hands of Baldwin with 10 on the shot clock. He pulls the trigger.
Those defensive principles, knowing where to rotate, knowing where to be on the floor. Nice pass.
Look at Ace Baldwin, no look pass to Curry.
That's now 10 of his last 19 from three-point range, and he was not a good shooter his first couple of years here in Fairfax.
That's what you want. You want players to improve between freshman year and senior year. No better example than John.
Kelly was injured to begin this season, a slow start once he was healthy, but beginning to chip in more and more every game now off the Fordham bench. Baldwin underneath the foul line takes on Simbila and has his lead.
Active hands all night for VCU defensively. Jaden Nunn sticking his nose in there against the big fella, causing a tie-up and an extra possession for VCU.
Ace Baldwin going to pull it for two of his own, and he knocks it down. Ace is
missed the layup on the inside. Baldwin now lines up a three.
And feeling that Anthony Grant's going to throw a lot of players at VCU right now. Nice knock away there from Baldwin. Turnover, Dayton. Baldwin Thought about the three, goes to the hoop, off the glass and in. Nice move.
56-50 as we're near money time here in the second half. 5 minutes to go. Ward tried to set the screen, now cuts to the basket and brings the hammer in.
2 quick points. And another steal. Ace Baldwin. Another 2 points.
Watch how St. Bonaventure packs the lane. You're going to see 4 and 5 shirts in the lane. That floater.
That's right, Coach. Down at Virginia State, he was Lonnie Blow's top assistant with the Trojans, won multiple CIAA championships.
Oh, and alley-oop to the...
Now for LaSalle. Jason, I really like the start from LaSalle in terms of going to the 2-3 zone, but there again, these are these turnovers that VCU forced.
But he needs to look and be willing to score on that end.
Golden and the Spiders, you got to have that ball right there. And now they could use up another 30 seconds, really, because it was a change of possession. Baldwin.
For VCU and a little uncharacteristic non-composure for Davidson.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the ball in the hands of Jack Gibbs again.
They'd probably like to suit him up.
Baldwin for 3 again. It's good.
And he can do that, finish around the rim.
Talked to Bob McKillop about Bregovic, why he's so much more improved. He said his endurance. He said his dad and his brother ran with him in Austria as Deloach is in.
Williams. And using the rim to protect himself from getting his shot blocked.
45-32, Baldwin, another 3 is good.
In his town, and he contacted Princeton, and it was assistant coach Brett
Then coming down the stretch. If you hit it, great. But if you miss it, now VCU has a chance to go on to extend this run. Excuse me.
Yeah, 6 for 22 for Mason beyond the arc, just 27%. Here's Acing.
So Schwartz finally in the scoring column. Does have 3 rebounds. Baldwin kicks on the outside. Another 3 on.
Williams Jr., I thought he should have dove to the block and called for the ball.
Baldwin, quick shot. It's good.
And again, we talked about the pressure and it wearing on you, not just physically, but mentally. We're starting to see that the last 5 minutes of the game.
He brought it up. Good. 7-point lead for the Rams. Jaden Nunn in that starting lineup, the freshman. Williams to Baldwin. 10 on the shot clock. Baldwin looked at the 3, steps inside the 3-point line, off the glass, and then...
He's had some great games against VCU. Like we said earlier, 25 points in his last outing, and that is...
Sahonis. It's over to Baldwin. Baldwin going to attack Polite, and Oduro off the window.
But that first time he went up on Hassan Ward was not vertical. And that one should be a foul.
Left alone all the way to New Orleans.
I think they do. They can be a little wild and a little undisciplined, but sometimes when you get in a wild March Madness situation.
Well, Llewellyn along with Wright and Freiberg, the 3 tri-captains, they're the other guys along with Elijah Barnes who are exploring their options in the transfer portal. Baldwin, put 1 or somewhere in between Ethan Wright.
Well, he's probably 6'4", 6'5", but he's delusional because he thinks he's about 7 feet tall.
Very good offensive team, while VCU is one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Always are. Nice pass.
Great look.
And here's Ace. Ace Baldwin, pull up. Ace Baldwin.
Play out. So in this game, like he was against UMass, a 2-0 VCU lead. As we approach the first media timeout.
96 wins, 50 losses. The 2019 A10 Coach of the Year.
Baldwin to score at times this year, only averaging 60 points. 6+ left to go.
Wonderful. And then regular season, VCU can lock up the #1 seed in the conference tournament with a win. If they lose, they'll be #3.
Back-to-back games together. You win a big one here on the road potentially, and you're right back at it.
I mean, they've been playing really well since the turn of the new year. They've won 7 and 9, Richmond has, and VCU's won 7 and 8. So both these teams are playing well. It's the non-conference that hurt Richmond and some of the bad losses.
His eye through that lens is tough to see sometimes. Wide.
I asked him about
about the corners, too, offensively, and he said, we need to work on our spacing and get downhill, Jack.
Thank you, Layla. Get downhill, get
the paint. Give me one shot fake just to gather yourself. Maybe you get into maybe the foul line. He rushed that shot once he got there.
Again. One from the line, 86% as a team. It's a big part of why they've led the entire game. Looks like mixing up the defense a bit here. Baldwin flips it.
Baldwin, nice.
Have to shoot. Sophomore putting it up and off the mark.
Could have taken another dribble to get to a better spot, and there's that magician.
And Curry holds it up here for VCU. Now Baldwin. A spirited shoot-around today for VCU.
Great energy, great practice yesterday from Richmond, too. They had a ton of great energy well.
As Curry covered by Burton. Good defense there. Wilson behind Baldwin the ball. Gilliard's on Sahonis in the corner. It's Wilson that's covering Baldwin. Shot clock at 7. Baldwin from 17 leans it.
Another assist, made basket. Throw the ball ahead against that pressure. Davidson's so good.
Baldwin slices the defense.
Rattled around and out.
They hit the rim 9 times. But you mentioned Schwartz. They need to run something for him, try to get him going.
Baldwin now to make it a 15-point lead and does.
Balance. When I think St. Bonaventure, I think of balance. They're balanced offensively and defensively. They own the tempo of the game offensively and defensively. That is
to go from UD Arena, and the crowd on their feet here. A-10 opener for both. Baldwin for 3. Got it.
VCU said, we can do better than that. Hold my beer.
Or worse than that, right?
We're only 58 points a game. They haven't got to 70 this whole entire season, and they're still winning basketball games, which tells you how good they are defensively.
There's Ace Baldwin.
Early. I would agree.
Duquesne 2 of 5 from behind the arc in the game. Baldwin with the answer. Man, a couple of good looks there by Florida Atlantic and was unable to cash in. Again, they're defending their backboard. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the nation.
In the first half, but it bears repeating. Respectfully, VCU is not an offensive machine, so they're not going to put up a ton of points such that you can't close the gap, and that's what Ashley Howard has had to have said to his guys.
Baldwin in traffic.
Those first 4 guys at over 37 minutes a game. Numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the Atlantic 10 in terms of minutes played.
Averaging almost 12 points a game this season. Baldwin splits the double up and under.
Curry working on Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Baldwin drive, left hand and in. Right now for VCU. A little leaner from Jones, doesn't go. Rebound goes to Baldwin. He's got a lane, and that's a nice little stutter.
Most of those shots came from Curry,
None.
Baldwin, and none.
Yep. Well, helps having this guy back, and there he scores again. Ace.
JD Byers, Brent Scott. They focused a lot of time on getting to know these guys in the recruiting process, and I know it's been hard, right? As Hassan Ward dunks it.
Here comes Baldwin. Cross court, Curry. A little stop and go. Out to Baldwin, wide open 3. Shot clock under 10 once again. Baldwin, baseline floater, got it.
No hurry offensively, that's for sure. Baldwin, another outstanding pass. He finds DeLoach.
Just about halfway through the first half.
Particularly Richmond, they're one of the best in the country.
Yes, they are. Baldwin for 3.
It's a 4-point game for VCU as Duquesne has made 5 of their last 7 shots. Baldwin left open. Over Williams.
Selfish and get into tournament play, all that starts to pay off.
And coming into the season, Coach Mooney didn't know if
ever work.
You do it on the schoolyard, right?
Yeah. How often does it ever work, though, that the official's like, yeah, you know what? It is your ball. Baldwin drives at Oduro.
Oh, what a tough shot that was.